Good evening, guys. I'm the Friendly Investor. I hope you're well. This channel is where we talk about stocks, hot stocks, and the most up-to-date news around stocks for you to make the best financial decision. Just a disclaimer, this for entertainment purposes only, and I strongly recommend you do your own research before making any sort of financial decision. Now let's get into the video. The three stocks I want to talk about today, very much hype stocks in my opinion, however, have done very well the past few weeks, and they're to keep an eye out for whether you're thinking about buying some shares and whether or not you should give this one a miss for now. Now, the three I want to talk about are AMC Entertainment, ticker symbol AMC, GameStop, ticker symbol GME, and Nokia, ticker symbol NOK. Now, the three, why I want to talk about these, because they're very much hype, and at the moment, a lot of people are short selling, but also, thanks to Wall Street Bets and the Reddit forums, there's a sort of trend going around where they're holding the wall and not selling the shares. However, what we found out over the past few days is that it has climbed last week, but we can see that it is selling off and it's not really increasing. Potentially, although it does look like it is for AMC, for the other ones, I cannot see it reaching the same highs as it did previously. It may still reach a certain high, but not as high as the one we saw previously last week, unfortunately. But that's just my opinion. And again, do your own research before you make a decision like that. Now, I just want to talk about their current trend and where I believe it's going over the next few days and what to expect with the stock. And the first one we'll talk about is GameStop, because this has received the most hype, and this was the first stock that really kick-started it all. And now we can see, let's look at a 1 month past, and we can see it started off fairly low, then all of a sudden it shoots up to a high of 483, which is absolutely amazing for GameStop and everyone who was investing in this. Pat yourself on the back, because that is an extremely good achievement. And I only wish I could be a part of it. But unfortunately, I missed it. I missed the gun. But hey ho, that's just how stocks go. And yeah, I just want to see it. We can see it slowly. They had a huge sell-off to 193, back up to 325, back down again. I can see this trend happening for the next couple of days, maybe even a couple of weeks, where it's just going to go up and down. But gradually, it's going to have a declining sort of line. And it's going to go back to its original state once everyone's taken their profits. And hopefully all the hedge funds go bankrupt, but maybe not. We'll see how that goes. No, and then the second stuff I want to talk about is AMC. I believe it's had the second most hype, and this was one where I was really hoping it to sort of 5 to 10x, but it just hasn't. But this depends. It really is dependent on the people investing in, and there is a hype around it, but there's clearly not certain investments being put in place or enough of them out for really the stocks to move, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, we saw it hit a high of 2036, which is really great. And again, like from where it was 496, this within a couple of days, shifting over 500%. That is absolutely huge, and this is quite scary because it is not common at all. And making let's say about 10% gain each year, that's impressive. So that just put into perspective how uncommon this is. And it is a very exciting ride I'm not part of it, but to just watch it and to see the journey it's going on is really impressive. I mean, right now we can see it hitting its high of 2036, back down again, a bit similar to GameStop, and as we can see, it's a bit similar to Nokia, around the same days as well, which is quite a common trend where they seem to buy and sell, and it then slowly goes up again. But as we can see with AMC here, the increase has slowly stopped. The slope's kind of steadying to a bit of a plateau here, and I can see it really going down. But again, it depends on the hype and whether potentially with these hype stocks, it could all of a sudden everyone sells their GameStop shares, they pump up AMC Entertainment. Next thing you know, this stock's hitting $300. It really, to predict it, you have to be someone who's come from the future. That's how crazy these stocks are. But it is also really interesting to see this trend, and it's not common at all. So it's just more of a learning experience for me, and to see how to prepare if this does happen again in the future and what sort of trends to look out for. As well for you guys, hopefully you can spot these trends and make better decisions if you are planning on buying and selling these stocks over the next couple of days or weeks. So yeah, in my opinion, I can see this really plateauing in the next few days and dropping back down to its original value. Potentially hitting about, I don't see it really hitting 5, but I can see it hovering around 7 for a while, but slowly, gradually going back down to 4 within a couple months. And the last stock I want to discuss is Nokia. Now, unfortunately, a bit like AMC, it just didn't have that gumption that GameStop did. But it's still a stock that I just want to say 2x gain is still really impressive over a couple of days. But although it just didn't have the same drive that GameStop did, unfortunately. And as you can see, it's a bit similar, it's a bit worse. As we've gone from GameStop, the hype where it's buying and selling, the increases aren't really that high as we saw from AMC. The jumps just there, it went from about 10 to 20 to about 5 to 10, and this one is hovering at around 482, and it's pretty much around 4 at the moment. So it's kind of back to its original value. To be fair, this is another one. It's really unpredictable what's going to happen these next few days. Like I said, people could sell GameStop, all of a sudden they're pumping this stock. So just keep an eye out for it and be prepared for any sudden movements if you are planning on jumping on this sort of hype trend at the moment. But it won't last forever, unfortunately, and everything will go back to normality at some point. There you go, guys. I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I made a NIO video earlier on what to expect today with their delivery update. Impressive news, and so far my predictions for today were correct. And from what to expect for the rest of the week is also really interesting. I think you should give it a good view and let me know what you think about it. And let me know what you think about this video, because it was really, these stocks are really interesting and sort of things we're seeing right now. They're very uncommon and they're quite unheard of. So just let me know what you think about it down below. And I look forward to reading the comments below. Cheers, guys. Have a great day, and I'll speak with you soon.